You thought wrong, baby. Back to the classic orig. Oh my god. We're back. Everything just seems better now. All right, guys, we are back on Destiny 1 playing. We're gonna use the last word. Talk a little bit about the last word, how that has to do with Destiny 2, and just kind of my opinions on the whole like. So sometimes I have this issue with my microphone where it gets all staticky and buzzy and it makes me sound like a robot, and I spent like an hour de-assing myself at Destiny 1. I was horrible when I got on, and then finally when I got a decent gameplay, it turns out that my microphone was staticky the whole entire time. So we've scrapped it, and I've got you some good gameplay here today, and we're talking about last word and should it be in Destiny 2, kind of just that whole discussion of last word being in Destiny 2. Potentially. So in Destiny 1, we had a lot of iconic weapons and a lot of weapons that people really enjoyed using. Some of those weapons include the Last Word, the Thorn, the Hawkmoon, the Red Death, just some really cool exotics. Those are my personal favorites, so that's why I listed those four. But there's a ton of iconic weapons throughout the game that had their own unique feel. And with Destiny 2, I feel like a lot of the weapons just feel exactly the same, and they did bring back some old Destiny 1 exotics. However, I think they pulled from their most boring weapons that we have or that we've created folder, and they've given us stuff like Mida Multi-Tool, Hard Light, the Feedback Fence. That's not a weapon. I mean, kind of is, right? Because when people melee you, you do damage to them. My point is, like, all this really fun stuff was left back in Destiny 1. So that kind of leaves people wondering, like, you know, should Last Word come back? Should Thorn come back? There's a screenshot that went out of like a silhouette of like 3 characters running, like they're silhouettes basically, and they're running across a sun. And some people were saying that the silhouette looked exactly like a Thorn. I'm pretty sure it's a sunshot, so that I don't really think that hints at anything returning. But people are like, they're bored of the game and they want stuff back from Destiny 1. So is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I think that, you know, in a perfect situation, we'd have all these really cool new things, right? Like really cool new exotic hand cannons, exotic pulse rifles, whatever, exotic armor. But so far we have seen pretty much none of that. There are a few exotics that are really cool, but for the most part, we're getting a lot of reskinned, recycled stuff. The Feedback Fences, the Lucky Raspberry, as I mentioned earlier, the Mida Multi-Tool, Hard Light, and those are cool, but they're not that fun to use. And that kind of left me wondering, if we did bring back Last Word or Thorn or Hawkmoon or whatever in Destiny 2, what would they be? Like, I feel like they know that people hate them, or like that some people complain about them being overpowered from Destiny 1. So I feel like they'd give them to us and then make the Last Word like not even, like you can't even fire it from the hip anymore. It's not even allowed. And headshots now do like 14 damage or something. There's just simply no other way that it could be balanced. So as far as my opinion goes, I believe that I want all new stuff, and it would be amazing to just completely forget the past and move on, get tons of new armor, tons of new weapons. But so far we've gotten 3 versions of the Better Devils, and I mentioned it a lot on my channel, and I do apologize, but when you only have like 12 hand cannons or 12 legendary hand cannons or so, and 4 or 3 of them, so a fourth of them are just Better Devils that are repainted, and 2 of them are repainted. The third one isn't even paint. Okay, the Iron Banner one is like smeared with diarrhea. So ideally, yes, it would be cool. Let's get new stuff in. But if they're going to continue to draw from Destiny 1, I would prefer that they bring back more iconic weapons, things that people like, that are fun to use. You know, Last Word, Thorn, Hawkmoon, Red Death, stuff like that. So ideally, like I would rather just go cold turkey, forget everything, don't bring anything back. But if you are going to do it, make sure you're bringing back stuff that people are going to enjoy and that actually enhances the game, instead of just doing like a cheap little remake of something like some random exotic from Destiny 1. The live stream for the like Curse of Osiris thing just came out today. I had 2 midterms today, so I couldn't really watch all of it. They were back to back like during the time period that they're streaming. So a few things were announced that I think were pretty cool. If you want to see it, I'm sure Nkoots reacted to it. I don't know. I just go to his channel. I bet he probably did by now. And you know, you can check it out. So I'm not faithful, okay? If I'm being honest, I've lost all faith in the future of this game, but I'm remaining optimistic in the sense that I'm still pulling through. You know, I want the best things possible, and I want this game to succeed, and I want people to love it. Because I mean, if you're saying like, oh, you're hating on Destiny, you want Destiny to die, my channel is a Destiny channel, so me wanting Destiny to die is like a McDonald's worker asking to be paid $3 an hour instead of $10. It doesn't make any sense. So with that being said, what do you want to see in the future? Do you think, oh, we want nothing back, we would just completely leave it behind? Or would you say, yeah, let's bring back a few things that people like Thorn, Last Word, Hawk Moon, whatever. And like I said, if you do want stuff being brought back, what exactly is your preference? Like I said, mine's the whole Hawk Moon, Thorn, Red Death, Last Word, so those 4. So if you do want stuff brought back, what is it? That's basically it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I don't know if I'll make any more videos with Destiny 1 gameplay, but I figured I would slide it in here for the you know, the nostalgia and the feels. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you are subscribed and you want to make sure you do not miss a video, I think I stuttered, and you want to make sure that you do not miss a video, go to my channel, click on the bell, and enable post notifications. That is the best thing you could possibly do to support my channel, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Peace.